It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Starting on the ground with Herbert.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
To throw is Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
They snap it to Fields.
And incomplete on the deep ball. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. But I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Fields. This pass on target, Velus Jones with it. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. On 3rd down, Herbert. And some space here. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Fields. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. On 2nd down and 4. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery, and he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On second down, it's Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, the return is Jones. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries for this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Off play action, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 57 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
Devin Duvernay on the return. The Ravens take over first down here at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. So the completion good for 7 there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Now a run up the middle with Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
No, we changed it. Hey, hey. Go ahead.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Fields now to throw. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Jackson now. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They stay on the ground with Drake. And some room to roam now. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Chicago. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Fields trying to throw for it. That's caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Well, the penalty takes him all the way back to the 12. You don't see many two-point conversions that go in from the 12, do you?
No, you really don't, but in a strange way, it actually opens up the field a little bit, maybe expands what you can call on offense, and they took advantage of it.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Now on first down, Drake again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Jackson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
They find some open field here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2. And instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over this entry mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they'll work this down inside the 30. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Second down, Montgomery. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
I'm the best in the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own. Keep my way up, get my go, get on go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best in the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my heavy. I'm the best and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching like, but I don't have a daughter. I know me, I can pick up when I call her. Working big and it don't hurt to break, cause I'ma always do it how I wanna do it. Every time he lead a Louis, Mr. Knew I got him running to it. I'ma need to pull a mouth before we talk it that I'm waking up and thumbing through it. Running like a runner do it. Stand on it like a stunner do it. In the legs, in the legs, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get off, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. I'm the best, in the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get off, get on, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, then it's cold. Top dog like I vanished. I'm the really damaged. I came out and make the channel froze. Not really who the panel chose. Put my name up like a banner boat. Acting tough and I'ma let her go. Name her who got a better flow, but she can hang it up just like a telephone. Cost 10K to let it come see it.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Cincinnati.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game.
11.
Another try after the first down sack.
Burrow, man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
11.
On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
11.
Now Burrow on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow.
He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no comeback angle. You know, he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end and have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams.
Here we go.
A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. No score after one on EA Sports.
On 1, ready? 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is taken in by Hurst. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago.
Here we go.
Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10. Counter play, Drake. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Right back to Drake. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power, but not a ton to show for it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a handoff for Drake. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
They were the 46 defense just plugging up the middle.
And you know what the 46 means, right? That means you take up the first 3 guys, the center and the 2 guards. You cover them with your big people up front. I don't understand why you're trying to run up the middle against the 46 defense. The old Bears showed us it wasn't able to be done. They didn't get it done on that one either.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. The handoff to the right side. It's Drake. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mo.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get him next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Burrow going for it on fourth.
Go get him, man.
And he's got some space here. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
First down. Here's Burrow. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
On one, ready? 11, mighty. 11. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
12.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. Get back outside, but